The Johnson County Conservation Board was established in 1964 and manages the 1,052 acres that make up F.W. Kent Park. F.W. Kent Park is named for Frederick Wallace Kent, a photographer who was well known for documenting events within Johnson County. He was the official photographer for all University of Iowa events, and his image of Niall Kinnick ready to pass the football still represents an Iowa tradition. Aside from capturing important moments for the University of Iowa, Fred Kent spent his life exploring Johnson County's natural areas, photographing wildlife. Fred Kent meticulously documented birds that he observed, and eventually co-wrote Birding in Eastern Iowa with his son Tom. Fred Kent was a career photographer, but his love of the natural world and his methodical documentation made him a citizen scientist. He went outside, explored the places he loved, and through taking pictures, added to our current knowledge of the birds that frequent eastern Iowa. Many of the Johnson County Conservation Board's employees are citizen scientists. When they arrive to work, they go about their business, but often see interesting plant and animal interactions. They take note, share their observations with others, and sometimes snap a picture. Here are a few of their stories.
All right, so we were out brush cutting earlier this year, just cleaning up some invasive species, and one of our crew members out with us that day happened upon a Blanding's turtle. First time I'd ever seen one in the wild. It was really cool, and when I picked it up, I took some pictures. I noticed on the outside of the shell there's a little bit of a carving, a marking on there, which indicates that somebody had trapped it. I thought, oh, maybe they had some kind of program where they were marking them in the past, or keeping track of them. So we took a lot of pictures, came back in to see what the story was, and talked to Brad, program director here, and he told us about 10 years ago, like pretty much right at 10 years in the 2008 floods, there was just widespread flooding throughout the county, and secondary roads found a couple of Blanding's turtles and didn't really have a great place to put them because they were displaced at the time, so they brought them out here and let them go to this wetland site that we were working on. Probably only a few yards away from where we actually found this turtle. Really, really cool. They had pictures. Out of the two, we could see which one it was based on the markings on the bottom, and it was just, that was probably one of the coolest finds we've had here, for me, at Kent Park.
So of all of the amazing things to experience here at Kent Park, one of my favorites is all the wild edibles. This spring, I was so excited for the black raspberries. I went out to the bushes every day, checking the flowers and then the green unripe berries until finally we had some beautiful purple ripe black raspberries.
Maybe some of my favorite moments are when I'm alone walking in the savannah or the prairie and come across an ornate box turtle or an uncommon flower or just something that catches your eye.
So one time I saw a few snapping turtles. They're in a retention pond. They're like this big and they were just sitting there and they looked pretty cool, and that's the first time I'd seen them here.
Probably the best experience I've had is seeing little baby deers in the spring and stuff. They're really cute, and you always see a couple every year.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed seeing all the different wildlife out here. There's tons of different birds. Obviously, if you go to the bird blind, you'll see tons there, but indigo buntings, pileated woodpeckers, turkey vultures, red-tailed hawks. I found a few barred owl feathers, but I haven't actually seen any of the barred owls themselves, so looking forward to that.
My favorite thing to do at Kent Park is to fish. We fish for bass, and channel cat, which my little boy grew up running around Kent Park.
So last winter, I guess it was January of 2018, we were out hiking and saw some animals out on a frozen pond that looked like a new kind of animal to us. It was a long, skinny, brown animal playing around on the ice, and we stopped and looked at each other, my fellow naturalist and myself, and we're like, I'm sure that that is some otter activity.
I saw Scarlet Tanager, and it was pretty cool.
Favorite thing about being outdoors and being out here with people is seeing somebody catch their first fish or finding a new discovery that they didn't know existed in our parks before. I love to see that joy and expression when they get that first experience.
I was out at Night Prairie a couple of weeks ago, exploring some of the beautiful plants we have out here at Kent Park, and I happened upon this beautiful, juicy green and black caterpillar, and he was munching on a golden Alexander plant. I wasn't quite sure what he was, but he ended up being a black swallowtail caterpillar, and they have this amazing adaptation where they exude this forked, fleshy orange appendage that helps ward off predators. It gives off this stinky, foul-smelling substance. So it's just a really cool thing to find out in our prairie.
Things are the trees, mainly oak trees. One of the things I like about them is they grow nice and slow, and if cared for properly and managed properly, they grow into big, beautiful, amazing trees that will be here for generations to come.
Just goes to show the importance of really being observant of the landscape around you, and not only looking out at the beautiful landscape, but down at your feet to find those different clues of what kinds of animals are utilizing this habitat that we have.
I guess what we try to do is create a place of beauty, and we think of it as a living museum for everyone to enjoy.
Currently, the Johnson County Conservation Board is collecting data on the various plant and animal species found in FW Kent Park. We hope that visitors to our beautiful park can be citizen scientists like FW Kent by documenting interesting plants and animals and sharing images with us. Any pictures shared with the Johnson County Conservation Board will be important additions to our understanding of the park's ecology. We will add your photos to our interactive map so we can understand where we will see certain species. Others may use our map to learn about the organisms that inhabit FW Kent Park. Come out, hike our prairie trails, bird watch, fish, and share your photos with us. We hope to see you soon.